The Knicks is the difference. Our grit, that's the difference. These kids are just different. And our pot, you know we lit. Brass tag the parlay lord. Let's go.
What's the word? What's the word? Shout out to everybody in the building. You already know the vibes. You feel me? Real quick, welcome to the first episode of Off-Season Talk with Knicks and Ish. We will be here at least once a week throughout the off-season. We haven't agreed on the official day yet, but once we do, we will be here at least once a week throughout the off-season to talk about everything that's happening in the off-season. Maybe we even get into some other sports or whatever the case may be, but we'll be here. Now, shout out to the panel. I'm not Fraz, so I'm doing. I used to try to do it like Fraz, but I mess it up so much. I'm never doing it like that no more. But shout out to my panel. Yeah, I mean, shout out to the first lady of Knicks and Ish, Mrs. Knicks in the building. Shout out to the good brother Kev, Mr. Yatu Sabe himself, and shout out to the good brother, the parlay lord. Yeah, I mean, wherever he may be on this wonderful evening. And I am the spark plug, the host, T-Time. If you didn't do so already, make sure you hit that like button. Sharing is always caring. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Set it to all so you don't miss any off-season lives. You feel me? Shout out to my people in the comments. Stephen Kennedy, I see you. Mike Pringle, I see you.
What up? What up?
Daniel was good. Yeah, I mean, but yeah.
What up?
So
What up, Michael?
So it's the off season. There's some things happening. Yeah, I mean, Mrs. Knicks was just in the in the backstage before we got on. Said we done got the league in a frenzy. They don't know what to do with themselves. And you could tell because the moves that are being made are sporadic, erratic, and out of control. Yeah, and out of control. We got some things we're gonna talk about, but in no particular order. I'm just gonna start off. I guess the blockbuster news.
What up, Sean? What up, Sean? Holy smokes is right. We're the champions, baby.
The blockbuster move, Giannis going to the Heat. Womp, 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 womp. It doesn't move me. It doesn't move me. I'm not scared. I'm not afraid at all. I get long-winded and I was already talking a lot, so I'm gonna let the panel talk and I'm gonna bring it back around. Mrs. Knicks, if anybody got details about the trade, let that be known. But this for right now, tell me how you feel about Giannis to the Heat.
I mean, I feel like what I said behind the scenes. I think the Knicks got the league in a frenzy. I think that trade was hilarious to me, to be honest, because Giannis and Bam, and you're gonna basically hold Norman Powell and Andrew Wiggins to this high regard to lead those guys to beat us. Good luck.
And Davion Mitchell as their point guard.
But I didn't say his name because he's pretty talented. The other two to me is just subpar. They're like our Josh Harts and our bench. You know what I mean? Except they start.
Don't give them such high praise.
That's
you said they like out there. Don't do that.
But
I mean,
to be honest, that was a Melo 2.0 trade. You gutted your team for Giannis, and now y'all gonna have nothing. Y'all have no shooters. Y'all gonna have no bench. Y'all still gonna be a playing team with a blockbuster trade. That's insane to me.
Kev, talk to me.
I think really it was a better than the Melo deal for Milwaukee because at least Milwaukee, they got real good. They got good talent out of that. Because that kid that they center that they got three good players and some picks out of that. I think those guys were better players than what we gave up for Melo, to be honest with you. Um, but I think the Bucks really won that trade. I think they fleeced the Heat. I think the Heat. I think definitely the Heat are in trouble. I think the only probably decent shooter that they have on that team right now is Andrew Wiggins and maybe Norman Powell, just maybe, but that's about it. I mean, their benches, they're gonna have to revamp that bench again. And I just don't think they're gonna be able to deal with the Knicks after what they gave up. I mean, that kid, them two kids, the Mexican kid and where the kid where the set. Yeah, that kid Hawkins Jr. and that kid Delia Ware, some shit like that.
Yeah,
those kids, they're good players. Like we may not like them, but they're good players. That kid Ware gave us fits when we played them.
Those are the type of players you need around a combo of Bam and Giannis. And then go and talk about those two guys play in the same area of the court.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
they and don't forget they gave up a hero too.
They gave up. That's what I'm saying.
They gave
up their scorers.
They gave up all three guys put up buckets. All three guys are bucket getters. You got two pretty good defenders in the Mexican kid and Ware. Because Tyler Hero is not really a solid defender.
They should have took the Celtics because Jaylen Brown is a star.
Jaylen Brown.
They could have had Jaylen Brown. Tyler Hero, all the niggas they got are not equal to Jaylen Brown. They should have took that deal. That shows how stupid Milwaukee is. You would have took Jaylen Brown, wouldn't you?
I would have took Jaylen Brown.
I would have took Jaylen Brown or whatever they give him.
But remember, they got the first round picks. I think they got like 3 or 4 first round picks, and they got pick swaps out of that shit too. You was only getting, but I think the Celtics was giving up Jaylen Brown and only 2 first round picks.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Because Jaylen Brown, I think he's a star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
can't build around.
With that trade. The defensive strategy to defend Miami, pack the paint. Pack the paint. These niggas can't shoot. Pack the paint. Listen, and on top of that, they only have $18 million in hard cap left. The quality of players that they're going to try to get to surround Giannis and Bam is going to be subpar. Oh, and let's not forget, Norman Powell is an unrestricted free agent. He's not even technically a part of the team right now until they re-sign him.
And yeah, right. They have to re-sign him. Yeah.
But they only got $18 million in hard cap. That means with the mid-level exceptions and all the other things, that's everything. There's no extra money. 18 million is all that's left. And you still got to fill out your bench. You got to get more support. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. They cook. Well, I'm not going to say it's wrap. Free agency ain't even start yet. We don't know what else is going to happen. So I'm going to say this. I'd be hard pressed to think that Miami doesn't have other moves in mind, but I can't see any that make sense. They clearly gonna trade Andrew Wiggins, right? Because I think he get like 30 million. He's out of here, right? But I still don't see any. Who wants that contract? Is he a solid mid-level player? Yes, right. Is he a solid, like, 4th option? Yes. I wouldn't even give him a 3rd. He's a solid 4th option on your team, yes. But you don't pay your 4th option $30 million if you're trying to win a chip. That's just not how it's supposed to be. But yeah, I guess Milwaukee is dumb. Like Kev Bro just said, like you should have took that that trade for Jaylen Brown. That was the easiest. I don't, but because all those guys, like you said, all those guys put together ain't what Jaylen Brown is. But it is what it is. That's their problem. But I will tell you this: Boston is going to have a major locker room problem next season if they don't get rid of Jaylen Brown. Every year y'all shop this nigga. Every summer y'all shopping Jaylen Brown, and he just came off MVP caliber season, and I'm the one getting traded. Oh man,
And
it's beautiful.
he if you really think about it and you go back to that finals playoff run, it wasn't Jason Tatum that was carrying them. It was Jaylen Brown that was carrying them the whole time. Even in the finals, it was
Finals
Jaylen Brown.
MVP.
It was
Finals
Jaylen Brown that
MVP,
was
Jaylen
holding it
Brown.
down because Jason Tatum was shitting it up. He was choking.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure.
That's
Yeah,
why I
they're gonna have
always take Jay. That's why I always take Jalen Brunson over him.
they're gonna have a major locker room problem. My bad. Sean just said that we made a trade with Houston. I'm trying to see what's up.
Yeah, I think we got
Probably
the
one of them
53rd
draft picks,
pick.
right?
We got the 53rd pick.
Oh, probably one of
We got the
them draft picks.
53rd and the
Let's
39th.
trade in.
I think we drafted the 39th pick. We picked somebody. I'm not sure his name. I think Sis told me his name.
All right, so boom, let's get again, my fault.
No, I was just gonna say the 39th pick we picked the overseas kid. Like I was telling Kev before you got on, I don't expect the Knicks to really keep anybody from this draft. We're either gonna trade the picks away for money, or we're gonna draft guys from overseas that we're not gonna bring in, so that we don't have to pay them in hopes of keeping, the guys we want to keep. So yeah, fans on X and stuff are going crazy. Oh, the Knicks are stupid. They don't want to pick up picks. We're letting good talent go. Nigga, we're the champs. We good. We good on this side. Because let's just be for real. No matter who we pick, ain't getting no burn.
Yeah.
And they just seem to forget who Leon fucking Rose is. The mastermind. Like, these people are the same people that just not too long ago didn't even believe in what Leon Rose was bringing to the table. You know what I mean? Like, I don't worry. Like, everything that he's doing right now, to me, he's playing chess. He's playing chess. And he got y'all all in a frenzy like we just didn't win a championship. It don't make no sense.
It amazes me that they still doubt.
Bro, like the fact like they don't understand that we still got a young core behind that bench. And Tyler Kolek, Mo Diawara, you got Ariel Hukporty and Pakum Dadier. Those four guys right there in themselves are young players.
And they have been developed in the system for 2 to 3 years.
And
our window is not that big of a window, right? I say what, Jalen Brunson 30 now, 29, 30, right?
Nah, he's younger than 30. Yeah, he's 29.
29. We probably got about 4 years of high level basketball left out of Jalen Brunson, right? Like elite level, like at his best, right? At his best. We got about 4 years of elite MVP status Jalen Brunson left. We don't got no more time for people to catch up to speed. And this guy might be ready to run with the big dogs. Like, nah, we have to get players who are ready to compete now at a high level. And the young guys that we got are still like I'll say Tyler might be like a year or two away from really being able to contribute at a at the level that we need him to consistently. Hug Purdy, he's like a nice little Mitchell Robinson insurance, so we don't drop all the way off when it comes to bigs. If God forbid if Mitch get hurt, Mo Diawara, which you know what I mean, shout out to Leon Rose from getting that deal done and getting him locked in for 4 years. At that, when I saw the contract, I said, "This guy's a genius," because this kid is only going to get better. And somebody made a good point. I don't know how true it is, but I just thought it was interesting, and I'm just gonna run with that narrative, right? Because I like the way it sounds. They say, "Yo, we granted, other people got burned before Mo because he's young, but I think Mo didn't get a lot of PT in the postseason because they kind of wanted to hide the kid. If he got some run in the postseason and started wilding out, that would have drove the price up on Mo Diawara drastically.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and we probably have been outbid for Mo off because he's a restricted. So we could have matched, but it would have just took us that much more to re-sign him. And 4 years, I think he got $10 million for 4 years.
Yep.
Deuce McBride kind of contract.
Oh my
What we
God.
talk about?
Oh my God. Yo, this is what I'm saying. If we questioning what Leon Rose is doing, this is why I fell back, bro. This is why I fell back, bro. This is why I fell all the way back, bro. You just gotta let Leon Rose work, bro. This is a guy who got experience on both sides of the field. He's an agent. He knows the business side of handling players. He knows all that shit. So now he's running the team. So you bring in all that knowledge from being an agent, and now you bring in all that to running it. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And the only reason why we started making those trades was because Atlanta picked the guy we wanted to pick. The kid from St. John's.
St. John's, yep.
That's the kid. That's the kid that the Knicks, him and the kid from Michigan. There was 2 kids. But the kid from St. John's was the one they loved the most. And once Atlanta grabbed him up, they said, all right, let's start. That's when I'm guessing he started making all these moves. But, I don't understand, man. Like,
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. For the whole postseason, I might be doing these lives with my shades on. I'm in championship mode, man. I'm in champ mode. But yeah,
I'm still in cloud 9. Let me be honest.
That's a fact, yo. But again, to echo what Kev was saying about Leon Rose, like how often do you have to see it to believe that it's real, right? How many times do you have to see Yoda make shit levitate with his mind before you be like, oh, he's really doing that shit? Because that they were prepared, right, for the second apron thing to be a thing, right? Looking into the future, this is not a surprise. They were prepared for this shit all season. They probably had 2 plans: if we won and if we didn't win, right? So we won, so now we going with that plan. And at first, I was mad that Dolan was out talking about, oh, we're for sure not going in the second apron. I'm like, damn, let a nigga celebrate the championship. Because in my mind, right, which I should have known better. I was thinking, we're gonna have to let players go, right? Like everybody might not be able to come back. But these last few days have showed me, Leon Rose is like, don't worry, y'all. Don't worry, because I got something up my sleeve. I don't know how true it is. I'm not the numbers expert when it comes to contract and shit like that, right? I do know that no, I don't know. I'm not sure, but I heard something that said that we might be like working to get underneath the first apron so we could do or whatever we do. But from what I heard, we might be close with the bread that we was getting back. I don't know how true that is, but that would be interesting and it would make a lot of sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all got it. And Leon Rose we trust, man. And Leon Rose we trust. How many times y'all got to see him part the Red Sea? How many times y'all got to see him part the Red Sea before y'all believe?
Steven just said we drafted somebody. Mario Hazonia.
That sound like the dude that we used to have.
Right. What up, champs? What up, champ? Nigga Baka, what up?
Yeah. We
What
might
up, Benez?
they
Oh
might have,
shit, Benez. What up, Benez?
he said 2.0.
Yo,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
but yeah, speaking of Leon Rose, it just dropped today the interview with him on the Roommates podcast with JB and Josh Hart. Very interesting watch. You know, before I pass this off, I'm not gonna be long-winded. Before I pass this off to the panel, I will say this. And it's not really too much about the podcast, it's more about Leon Rose himself, right? Remember, it was a point in time, like a few years ago, when the Kemba Walker trade was looking like a bad idea. The Evan Fournier signing was looking like a bad idea. We were losing a shit ton of games, and everybody was like, "He need to speak. He need to speak." And then, your boy T Tom sat up here and was like, "Yo, why? The plan ain't changed.
Right.
The plan ain't changed. We hit a road bump. We hit a road bump."
Right.
But he told us, but this is year 5 for him, right? Or year 6?
This is more than that.
Nah, this got to be year 6. He was here the same time that Tibbs had 4 years with us, right?
4. He got here with Scott Perry.
Yeah. So this year 5 or year 6, whatever, year 5 or 6. But he told us 4 or 5 years we'd be contenders, right? And that was true. His 5th year.
Yeah. So he became our president March 2020.
So 6 years.
He's been with us 6 years.
Yeah. So
wow, look at that. He said in 5 years we'll be in contenders. So in 6 years we became champions.
Became a champ.
Ain't that a motherfucker?
In 5 years, wait, technically on the 5th year, we were in the Eastern Conference Finals. Yep. That makes us contenders.
Yep.
Right.
And that's all I want to say. I'll toss it to y'all to talk about the interview. I just wanted to let y'all know that y'all was begging him for to speak. He gonna speak after the mission complete. Go ahead, y'all.
Oh man, what a smack in the face. Go ahead, sis. Talk your shit.
No, I was watching it while I was working. And he's a man of very little words. Watch him work. And I appreciate that because, especially when you're employed in New York and with the Knicks, the media takes everything out of context. So you really can't,
always.
If you're smart, you don't want to give too much. You don't want to make yourself available to them because regardless of what you say, the media is going to twist and turn it for it to be whatever they want it to be. So I absolutely appreciate, him not speaking. Also because of the moves he made and the players that we got, we could have ended up paying a lot more for the OGs, for the Josh. You know what I mean? For Jose. When you think about the asking price that people wanted for Donovan Mitchell, could have been the same for OG.
Remember, they said we dropped the ball. They said we dropped the ball. They said we dropped the ball.
Right. So when you're, I always felt all these years that, teams always, make it their business to try to fleece the Knicks. And if you're a president that wants to talk and let out your ideas and who you want to go after, teams are gonna eat you alive. So I appreciate that from him. There was one part of the show that I want to share because it really
Got a lot of
it
flack,
really
but
caught me.
it went away.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
quick.
I feel like it took
That's the
2
difference.
years for Mikhail. The Mikhail thing, I think, is done now.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's done
There's-
over. Like it's case closed. Like
It hung over his
Yeah,
head
it hung
for
over long.
and it wasn't like you said. It wasn't maybe you that got the flack, but it was every time Kale,
Yeah.
made a bad play. It was the picks, and it's like
and
you gotta
believe
give
me,
him
that
credit.
bothered the heck out of me because it had nothing to do with Mikhail. It was the price I was willing to pay, or we were willing to pay, in order to get that deal done because of how important we thought it was to get that piece to solidify this group.
So I mean, that was super important, right? Because Knicks fans, like everyone says, and we say, Macau gets the slack and he gets the, short end of the stick when it comes to everything Knicks. Any little thing he did wrong or whatever, it was, oh my God, we traded too much. When in all reality, like Leon said, it wasn't on Macau. It was what we as an organization felt we needed to do to get that piece. And what a piece it was because Macau, playoff after playoff, came up huge for us. And like we said, all season and all last season, fuck every one of them picks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can't talk to me.
I mean, nah, I just, I just like how cool, calm, and collective he is. And I like that he brought up how when he's in these going back and forth with teams and negotiating and stuff like that. I like how he's like, I like how we keep shit like tight knit. Nobody none of the information really leaks out. Shit just be happening. So I like how he said that. You could tell that he's a savvy businessman. And he just knows what he's doing, so I'm glad we in good hands, man. We finally found somebody that knows how to that's put us in a position to be good, not just 1 year or 2 years, but for the long run, and just let the man work, man. As long as James Dolan don't get in the way, bro, I think we good. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not worried about nothing this man does, bro. Like, I think from day one, once he got the job, I was comfortable. I was like, I'm not worried, bro. Like, I know he got a lot of work to do because we was in the gutter. We just came from what, a 17-win season, and the fact that he was able to turn this team around in a short period, like we've seen teams go 9, 10, 11 years waiting, fixing teams to win a championship, and this guy comes in and in 6 years, boom, here you go.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yes. So Steven clearly just wants attention today. So he's not a scout. He makes the decision on who we draft. The scouts are who the scouts are. But 2, Deuce in the second round, Mo in the second round, Hug Purdy in the second round. What do we talk about? Tyler Kolek, second round. What are we talking about? He also drafted Emmanuel Quickly. He also drafted Quentin Grimes. What are we talking about? And these were not high draft picks. These were some of the ones in the first round was late first round, and everybody else was second, and they all fucking whatchamacallit, and they all solid players, Bro, we do not need a center. What? Never mind. I'm not paying him no mind. Back to the interview, right? To Sis' point, right? Also, like I loved what listen to him talk about actually building a team and what he was looking for in building a team, right? And obviously, the talent thing is a thing, but he didn't spend time talking about that. He talked about pretty much personality and character fits, how they gonna fit in the locker room. And you could see that with the guys that we got, hard workers, mal-mannered. You know what I mean? The only person
You got a
that
charger?
is a loud personality is Josh. Right? But you also need a little bit of chaos. You feel me? Like, but everybody else is kind of like very even kill. We're gonna gym rats, we're gonna get the work done. Uh and also identifying that is a certain type of person that needs to be here that can thrive underneath the spotlight of New York City and is strong enough to wear the heaviest jersey in the NBA. And we have that. Yes,
Another thing that was funny to me was when they were talking about when Josh was saying that when he got to the Pelicans, he hired Leon Rose to be his agent, and then shortly after, Leon was like, "Yo, I'm taking the job with the Knicks."
but
but
yeah,
that's what
yes.
made it super comfortable when we hired him because, like Kev said, the relationships he built with players as an agent clearly, transformed our franchise, to be honest, because
Yeah.
not only was he a good, was he good at what he's done thus far, but players trust that, okay, I'm gonna come to the Knicks and be under him. I'm in good hands.
Yeah. And it worked out for Josh both ways. You hire Leon Rose, he go get the job at the Knicks. What a season later, he trades for you. Yeah, I mean,
Fleeces.
in the steal of a trade. In the steal of the trade. A lot because there's two trades, right? That to me that are like under the radar and are super pivotal that don't get spoken about enough, right? Uh Obviously the Mikal trade get all the headline because of the bounty that was given away for him. But the Josh trade was super pivotal. Like, think about what we got back: savvy veteran, super workhorse, utility guy, right? What we gave up: an underperforming lottery pick, right? And a first rounder that I don't even know who that turned out to be. That's it, right? Uh, and then he on the show he spoke about the Jose Alvarado trade, right? And I'm happy that Yabusele gets a ring too, because what he did is the reason why we get the chip, right?
For sure.
So I'm happy he gets his New York Knicks championship ring because he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to waive his option because, especially for a guy who was out of the league for a year or two, to be like, I'm gonna give up this guaranteed money. But he did that not for us, but to bet on himself somewhere else, right? But it benefited us. He realized he wasn't gonna get PT. He realized that's probably the only way he's gonna get out of here. But he still didn't have to do it. He could have collected his bread and sat on the bench. and like I said, I'm happy. But that was another pivotal uh, trade that helped us get to the ring, because what Jose Alvarado did in the finals to help us make that comeback, that goes down in the pantheons of history of when in 20, 30 years from now, when MSG is doing the documentaries of the 2026 championship run, they're gonna have Jose Alvarado sitting there in a gray ponytail. Cause no offense, y'all,
Drunk as
all
hell.
all old Puerto Ricans wear Puerto Rican shirts. So he gonna be sitting there.
Look,
he gonna,
Kev got one on right now.
you see? I tell no lie. I tell jokes, but I don't tell no lie, right? Sitting in a PR shirt, talking about, yeah, they had to put me in, and I made it do what
What?
it do. You feel me? But yeah, but those are the things that I think like doesn't get the credit it deserves because it
Yeah.
took shrewd business level shit, right? Let's talk about him getting guys to take less than what they're worth. It even started all the way with Julius Randle. He got to do that, and that's the reason he was able to give. I think who signed first? Mitch his money. Mitch signed his extension after Juice took less, right? Then you get Josh to take a little bit less. You get he you don't talk we don't talk about how much that Josh took a little haircut because his haircut was nowhere near as much as JB's. But getting JB to commit to taking 113 million less and sold him on a dream, we gonna get the requisite players that help you win a chip. That's tough. That's tough. That's shrewd business level. That's having great relationship from the front office to the players,
And
right?
don't forget, even though OG got paid, he still took a little less.
Facts. Facts. So did McCall, if I'm not mistaken. He took like 10, 15 less.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, and and we spoke about this years ago, even before like this variation of the Knicks happened, that there was a synchronism between the front office, the players, and ownership. Like they were all on the same page, and they've been that way since he's got here. Since Leon Rose got here, everybody's been lock in step. That oh, and I'm glad that they ended the rumor that JB is his godson. You feel me? Like, and then guys, since you muted yourself.
I just said facts.
No. And then him even talking about that aspect of getting Jalen Brunson. He's like, yo, like everybody think like we did all of this to get Jalen J. Well, he said him, meaning JB, just because we have a relationship. He's like, no, I believed in the kid. Like I've seen him in every step of his career, and I knew like he could be this. You feel me? And it go it goes to show you could take somebody's words, but actions speak louder. If he didn't believe in Jalen Brunson, he wouldn't have cleared up all that space to get him in, right? If he didn't believe in Jalen Brunson, he would have pulled the trigger on the Donovan Mitchell trade, right? But he didn't because he believed JB was him. Now, nobody could really say outside of him if they believed or not. I thought JB was a good player. I wasn't mad at getting him. He was third on my point guard watch list. You know what I mean? Like, and I was wrong on the one out of the two that I had above him. I had SGA and what's the kid name? DeJounte Murray, right? Clearly I was wrong with DeJounte Murray. SGA, I still say JB is better, but it's debatable. I give debatable. They both
You
champions.
wasn't the only one. You wasn't the only one because we was both here on the show.
Yeah,
We spoke about DeJounte Murray
We all
a
did,
few
yeah.
times. Yeah, we
yeah,
did. Yeah.
I mean, I
yeah.
think we all were okay with getting Jalen because we knew what he was capable of. But I think
Ooh.
he's
Oh, this guy's a shooter.
he shot down everything that we thought. You know what I mean? Like
Oh.
he's way more than what I've ever expected.
But
Like
you know
I
what's
knew he was good. I knew the talent from seeing him in that little run in Dallas, but the way he is so composed, even though he's 29, that's still young to be so composed in New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The way he just wants to win and he's willing to do whatever it takes to win. I didn't know that he had that in him. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
there was no way to know that. He was playing behind Luka.
Yeah, what you gonna call it? I will say this, like me wanting DeJounte and all that stuff, and everything I was saying was before that Dallas run in the playoffs. Because after that, and we got him, I was like, okay, yeah. Did you see him? Luka went down and he was wilding. You know, again, I still can't say I knew he would be this, but
Right.
I knew that we was looking for somebody to pair with Julius Randle, and I was like, that's good. That's good. You know what I mean? But somebody said something about endorsements, and I do want to say this about the Roommates podcast. They getting all the money possible. So they endorsing everything. If they giving money, they endorsing. It's crazy. Every 5 minutes. Yeah, look. If you every 5 minutes, they getting all the money. Sean said it. That's facts. They get all the money back in endorsement. That's facts. And half of the money is coming from the Roommates podcast. Facts.
Facts. Yo,
What?
and
Yeah.
I'm looking at this kid that they drafted, Tyler Nickel,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and this guy could shoot his ass off, bro. This guy is like fucking wow, bro.
You could never have too many shooters.
Oh my God, bro. This guy is shooting, and not just in one spot, not one specific spot. I'm talking about all over the fucking court, bro.
Yeah.
This thing is taking like 4-point shots.
He said
Wow.
7'6" sniper.
This guy could shoot. What is Stevens complaining about, bro?
Sean said trade bait.
These are guys, no, but you see, these are the guys that the Knicks keep because they don't gotta pay them so much money. They stay under the apron.
And send them to the G League.
That's the point of getting guys so late in the second round, bro. Because you got all these guys already under contract for the next 4 years, right? And then you got some of these guys are willing to take less money to stay here. All these guys in the later rounds, you pay them less money, like Diawara, Tyler Kolek, Pacundadie, Porty, those guys you get late in the second round because those guys you can afford to keep them later on and you develop them. These guys are all development projects. All these guys are gonna get the Deuce McBride treatment, bro.
Yo, I will say one thing. His release is fucking quick.
Bro, I'm watching this guy and he's just catch shoot every single time. Catch shoot.
It looked like Steve Novak.
Bro,
this is a just in case we lose Shamet type shit.
Yep.
Yeah. What you would call it?
Bro, he's like shooting all over the field, bro. Like all over the court. you know, if you find somebody like this in the second round, bro, then I ain't mad at it, bro.
And I love the way the Knicks use their G League team. It's almost like how baseball used the farm system. Like we have never done this like that with the G League affiliate. You know what I mean? And
No,
and it's a clear goal for some of these guys, right? Like we're going to send you there, and yeah, you're going to get sporadic minutes up in the big leagues when we need you, and the injuries, whatever the case may be. But down there, work your ass off and show us why you don't belong there, right? Show us why you don't belong there. Because if you look at the guys that we do send down there, they be wilding. Daddy A be wilding in the G League. Tyler wilding in the G League.
I
Even
just said
Ariel
you know that.
yeah, even
but you,
Hug Purdy be wilding in the G League. So we will see. Yeah, I mean, but you know, Shaw might be right too. That it still might be trade bait. We don't know for sure. You know what I mean? Because it looked like the goal is to clear up as much money as possible.
he shot 40% from the 3-point line in college.
Yeah. So
Strength on defense. See, I like these videos right here because they show you they show you everything, good, bad, all that. Not just, oh, all right, this guy could, you know, do this guy could do that. Nah. They show everything, all his deficiencies, everything he does good, everything he does bad.
yeah. We gonna we gonna see. We gonna see. You know, free agency starts shortly after the draft. So I'm expecting a lot of movement. Pause. The first couple of days of
Hey,
free agency. But you know, Sean asks before we get out of here. Sean asks, "Who do we lose in the offseason?" I don't know. I don't
I think
know.
it's gonna be Shamet, to be honest with you. I think
I think
Shamet's gonna be looking to get paid. I
I think that
think,
his
you
stock
know,
went through the roof this
I think,
postseason.
yeah, yeah. And maybe and I'm not sure, but you know, you never know. We might lose Mitch too. We might lose both of those guys. Who knows?
So
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna lose Shamet. Um, only because I think he's already turned down money to be a Knick. Remember last
Mm.
season he decided
Yeah,
to compete with Malcolm
yeah.
Brogdon for that last spot when teams were already offering him money. Mitch, I think probably is gonna be gone, and as much as this sucks because we love him, I think the Knicks are gonna make a move on Deuce. Um, that's just my gut feeling. And to be honest, I think they're both replaceable players. I love Deuce. I love both of them because you know they're our kids. But
Hold on now. We got pump your brakes on Deuce. I don't know. Because on that live roommate show, he said,
I
"This is
know what
all
he
I
said.
know. This is all I want to know."
I know what he said.
Yeah, he
So
said that, but you know how to, you know, listen, you know,
I don't think he will
we,
leave on his own. I think the Knicks are gonna. If the Knicks were gonna make a trade and a team wanted him, I don't think they would push back as much as they did in previous years. That's what I'm saying.
well,
listen, I think RJ Barrett and Manuel quickly, they wanted to be Knicks forever too. And we sent them
yeah.
packing to Toronto for OG. So, you know,
But
I feel
you
like
know,
this.
you know how substantially like good whoever we get back for Deuce has to be. Like
No, listen, I completely
because
agree. I
because
completely agree.
because Kev, like even when you mentioned the RJ Barrett and the Manuel quickly trade, for OG Anunoby. We got back OG Anunoby.
Listen, don't be surprised if we ship some guys to Brooklyn and get Michael Porter Jr.
Nah, leave that nigga where he at. He don't pass the ball.
He nice.
I don't want him. Nah, he can stay where he at.
Oh, wait
He can
a
stay where
minute.
he
Wait a
at.
minute. Whoa. Wait a minute. This is a guy who got championship experience, won a championship in Denver, knows what it takes to win a championship. And you added him to the bench. You're adding him to the bench with a guy like you got Mo on one side, you got him on the other side, then you got Alvarado. So that's just something to think about.
I don't think he's in a place in his career where he's gonna buy into a system that we're gonna run.
And I watched him in Denver, especially on them championship runs. He wasn't all that. I remember him in the playoffs. He wasn't all that. Not at all. He too many times he fucked up the cohesion and runs because he want to jack up some bullshit. Never swing the rock, Porter. Yeah, that's what we call him. Never swing the rock. He never swing the rock. And he making a little bit of change too. Get it twisted.
40 mil.
Yeah. A little bit of change.
That'll put us over the apron.
It's gonna be funny to watch him and Julius Randle fight over the ball. That's gonna be hilarious.
Oh man,
them niggas gonna be in the middle of the
court. From what I heard, I don't know how true this is, but from what I heard, like Julius Randle was starting problems in the locker room in Minnesota.
I can see it.
I mean,
they
said Ant wasn't happy with the Cat trade, so he ain't been happy since the Cat trade.
So, and I heard Julius Randle was upset too because before the trade deadline they were shopping him.
Yeah.
So and not just because I'm a supporter of Julius Randle, but you got to think about it, right? Y'all agreed to take me from a place where I was okay. Y'all told me how much y'all wanted me. Right? Y'all told me how much y'all wanted me. And a year and a half later, y'all yeah. We don't want you that bad. It just moved my whole family to Minnesota, dog.
But you know what I think it is? I think when teams sometimes make moves, they don't think about the fit. Because how many trades have we seen that we're when we talk about it amongst ourselves, we're like, how the hell is that going to work? You know what I mean? How is that a good fit? I mean, I didn't think that was a good fit for them. I thought Cat was a better fit for them just because of his, because he's the outside shooter. You know what I mean? Julius is not so good as Cat shooting threes. He's going to take it into the paint. When you have Ant, who also wants to do the same, who has the ball in his hand a lot, Julius, we know he'll hold the ball, as long as he wants to get what he wants. How does that work? I don't think it was a smart trade. Sorry, for them. So I see it now. Unfortunately, he about to go to the scrub-ass Nets.
Oh, shit.
And
we drafted a center and we drafted another forward.
Yeah. Steven was talking about that. Some dude from Africa, Nigeria, I think.
Yeah, he's 7 feet, 225 pounds.
Yeah.
245 pounds.
Yeah. Now that's tough.
And then we drafted another player who averaged 23 points per game.
Yeah.
But before we go, I just want to play this clip from the live roommate show right after we won.
I got here and you welcomed me here to New York. I said, I want to make sure I amplify you to a whole nother level that you haven't even recognized for yourself. I want to be that partner in crime that you haven't had, and I want to make sure that every step of the way, anytime you go anywhere, you're never alone. You always have someone behind you that's ready to do whatever is needed to protect you, to protect the city. And I only asked them for one thing in return, one thing.
Like, to me, that's so dope, because this is the second time I heard Cat say that. Like, you're not alone. Like, I got your back. And, you know, that's not something that you hear a lot from a superstar player. And to know that we have, you know, guys on our team from JB down that all feel that way. I mean,
Yeah. I will say this, right? Seen the Larry O'Brien mad times before. It ain't never looked this good. Oh, the Larry ain't never looked this good. I said, is this a new design? Did they shine it up a little bit extra, something special for the Knicks? I was today when I was watching the Roommates podcast, I was like, I ain't never see it look that good. I ain't never see it look that good. You know what I mean? Right where it belong. But Cat was definitely the piece that we needed to form Voltron. Yeah, I mean, Stephen Kennedy wrong 99% of the time, but a broke clock right twice a day. Yeah. I fuck with Steven. That's my guy. Steven just get on my damn nerve. He know it, but that's my guy now. Unless y'all got anything else, we can wrap this up, y'all.
I got one more thing.
Yeah, guys, sis.
Because, you know, I was in New York when we won, so I didn't get to play it. So, I mean, we put that here.
No time for losers, cause we are the champions of the world. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to play it because I didn't get to play it when I was out in New York. But it's just, I put it in the topic like, has it sunken in yet for y'all? Because for me, it hasn't. Like, I'll be posting on social media and I'll post little things or repost. But like, every time I try and like post my pictures of the parade and of, you know, things I did in the city, I just get lost for words because it just still feels very surreal. Like, did this shit really happen? Like, you know, did we just win when everyone said we couldn't? And when everyone said, Anna, y'all never gonna see the Knicks win. The Knicks ain't never gonna be shit. You know what I mean? And as I walk through the city for the last 2 weeks, to see everybody in blue and orange, to see all the billboards of all our guys, and you know, to be on 42nd Street and see all the stores change their logos to blue and orange. That shit, it chokes me up. And I'll tell you, I cried when we won. The next day I went to the garden to go get merch, and I cried in front of the garden. And I cried at the parade. It just, I get so choked up, and it just feels like, I know we're champions. I know it, but it just still, it don't feel real.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why it feel real to me. I ain't stopped talking shit yet. Oh yeah, I ain't stopped talking shit yet. You know, for the exact same reason that you mentioned, sis. For the exact same reason, people told me I would never see the Knicks win a championship in my lifetime. So every person, whoever said anything bad about the Knicks that I could remember, whether I've seen them in person, or we've been texted for whatever reason, or they commented on the post or something that I've posted. They've been getting crazy work. So it's sunk into me because I'm still on this run. Listen, it's still people at work I'm waiting to see because I haven't really been there the last few weeks, right? So it's sunken in because this is everything I wanted, everything I hoped for, and I'm in the moment. I'm in the moment. It's a beautiful time. The only regret, not a regret, because I had important business to take care of, and that came first. The only thing is I wasn't at the actual, look, people getting blocked every day, B. I didn't even see what the comment was, but yeah. But shout out to whoever did that. But yeah, I didn't see the actual parade, but I was in the city after. It's a joyous occasion. It's a joyous occasion. The way it was, I've never seen the people of New York so unified in my whole entire life. I've lived in, I'm 40. I lived in New York about 98% of my life. And I've never seen this shit. Amazing. What a time to be alive.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm on the same boat. I just been talking mad shit. I haven't stopped talking. Usually you guys know I'm cool, calm, and collected. But the other day I went on a post and I went off for about an hour. I went off about an hour. I went on one post and I went back to like what people were saying 4 years ago to Jalen Brunson. I just was sending all these people memes. I had like over 50 notifications this morning from people responding back to me because I was trolling all these people. I'm letting them all have it, all of them, every single one of them that said Jalen Brunson was either trash or wasn't going to be nothing without Luka, this, that, and the third. I've gone back to all those guys. I mean, you might say, people might say, yo, Kev, that's a little bit too much, but yeah, I did all that. I'm doing it, and I'm going to still do it all summer. I got all summer. I'm on cloud nine. I'm not getting off. I'm staying on it all summer. Fuck all you niggas. I don't usually say stuff like this, but I'm saying it right now. We the motherfucking championship. This shit gotta go through New York now. Now everything goes through New York. All y'all niggas gotta go through New York now. Now y'all just seen another side of me. Cause now I'm a champion. Now I could talk my shit. Now I could talk my shit. So now what I'm gonna say is, now y'all better be ready. Because this is just the start of something special. You thought this was something. Oh no, what's coming now is gonna be really special. It's gonna be wow. You saw unity. If you saw unity, this parade, wait until it starts happening more and more and more. Because I'm listen, Mikal Bridges was drunk, but when drunk people say things, it's the truth. Should be the truth, dog. Okay, drunk people say true shit all the time. And when he said, "Yo, y'all think that that Jalen Brunson, y'all don't know him, bro. Y'all don't know him. Y'all don't know Jalen Brunson, bro. So I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it all. I'm staying on cloud nine until it ends, baby.
Whoever you are, get used to it. Get used to it, motherfucker.
Listen, I'm a champ. We champs. Yeah. We ran all over the league, baby. And we did it in fashion.
Look, get used to it, man. Historic shit.
But look, historic. I mean, shit.
Final thing before I get out of here. I almost forgot. Because I was how can I put this? I wasn't moved by the apology. Becky Hammond apologized. That was the most half-hearted sarcastic shit ever. Yeah, I
Hold
mean,
up.
so
We'll start with some questions in the room, and then we'll head to Zoom if we have some time.
Wait, I have a comment
Oh,
to start. I was wrong. I was wrong. My opinion was wrong. Okay, let's go.
this horrible apology.
You know what? You know what though? Listen. And I'm sorry, sis, but it's really hard to get a woman to say she's wrong.
Yeah, listen, Kev.
It's really hard. It's really hard. Listen, it is really hard. So for her to say she's wrong, listen, Josh got her to say she's wrong. Thank you, Josh Hart.
Fuck that noise. Because she could
Oh, that
have
was
she
me. I
could have
wasn't
gave
like
a
that. My
better
bad.
apology
You're right.
than that. You could gave a better apology than that, right? Because it wasn't just the fact that you said small guards can't win, right? You said he wasn't an A1 dude.
Yep.
That's the part. If you'd have just said, yo, small guards, they just don't win. No, when they said they don't have an A1 dude, Kendrick Person said they do, big body Brunson, and then you said, oh, nah, he too small. You said he wasn't that dude. That's the disrespect we need you to address. Yeah, everybody got an opinion. They're like assholes. Everybody got one. But when you're loud and you're rambunctious about yours, and then you double down on the dumb shit, the apology has to be as loud as the disrespect. You tried to gloss over the apology. Oh yeah, I was wrong. I was wrong. You didn't even say you was wrong about what?
Yep.
That's not an apology. It sounds very sarcastic and insincere. Because at the end of the day, everybody, you as a former competitor and professional athlete, you know how competitive professional athletes are, especially high level ones, elite ones, which she was. You feel me? She was an elite athlete. So you know how serious people take those knocks, those slights, and those doubts. For you to just be like, oh, I was wrong. I was wrong. No, you were horribly wrong. Because not only did he did what you said he couldn't do, he did the shit in historical fashion. So bad that we was beating teams so bad they tried to make it seem like everybody was garbage.
Right.
Everybody was good until we beat them.
He dropped 45th. He dropped 45 in a closeout game to win the championship.
The only person to ever do that was the fucking GOAT, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. The only other person.
Literally scored half the points of the team. That's insane.
That's why that was that game that Jalen Brunson played in 45 points. That was the loudest game. Like he made sure there was an exclamation point. You know what I mean? But silent. He didn't say a word. Just straight balled out.
And he did it to the early anointed GOAT. The guy that they calling the greatest player of all time, even though he only played 2 seasons. A season and a half.
That's
right.
The Liberty are gonna make her pay.
Oh, because you saw the belt the ass they put on the other day, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen. Not only did the Liberty win the cup, but they're about to win the title this year too. Just like the Knicks. Oh my God! This is about to be a great for New York. Oh my goodness gracious! Lord have mercy.
Great basketball year for New York City. It's gonna be another parade. It's gonna be another parade.
Oh man, we about to see like 4 parades this year, bro.
2 basketball parades. 2
basketball one, a baseball one, because Aaron Judge is next.
Yeah, he do.
Aaron Judges do, and then you got the Giants, baby.
I don't know about all that, Kev.
Yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. I'm telling you, I feel it. I feel it in the air. I told Mike today. I told Mike, I love my brother Mike, but I told Mike, I said, Mike, don't be surprised if we don't see y'all in the Super Bowl, Mike. The Patriots. He said, oh, come on, man. I said, Mike, we are ready 2-0, baby. You're ready 2-0, Mike.
Listen, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen, but I don't know, Kev.
Hot take.
Know, Kev.
Hot take.
Hey, listen,
Fraz, put it up. Fraz, bet on it, Fraz. Fraz, bet on it, Fraz.
And even though last season I wasn't rooting for the Giants, I would never bet against a New York team. That's just unless it's the Nets or the Jets or the Mets.
All the X.
Yeah, they
all
don't count.
The ETS, right? All the ETS teams.
Yeah, Kev. I don't count them as New York teams anyway, so that's just that, right? They make the city. The ETS teams make the city look bad, man. They make the city look bad. I can't support that. You feel me?
Yeah. I hear it.
Yeah, Kev. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
They make the city look bad. As bad as the Knicks were, the ETS teams has always been worse. Like always. Like if the Knicks were the floor, the ETS teams were in hell. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. All right, y'all. We done?
All right, yup.
All right. Shout out to everybody that pulled up tonight. If you didn't do so already, make sure you hit that like button. Sharing is always caring. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Set it to all so you don't miss any off-season talk with Knicks and Ish. You know what I mean? And whenever we back for the next one, that's probably going to be the scheduled day moving forward for off-season talk with Knicks and Ish. Yeah, I mean, so make sure you set that notification bell, set your alarm. Yeah.
Shout out to the Flyer fan that pulled up today too. Shout out to the Flyer fan.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah. Facts. Make sure you subscribe. Word.
Yeah, right.
But we see y'all. I guess this Friday ain't here. I'll do it. Somebody hit the outro.
Boom, shakalaka. The Knicks is the difference. Our grit, that's the difference. These kids are just different. And our pot, you know we lit. Brass tags the parlay, Lord. Let's go.